guys, welcome. Today I have some Funko Pops that I'm gonna dust off with this little brush. I've seen a few other channels do this and mine are really dusty, so why not? Also, the camera is like extremely close to my face because the angle of the sun is like going right through the one crack in my blinds, and yeah, this is this is how it's gonna have to work today. I only have 6 Funkos. I used to have a lot more, but I did end up selling them. Whoa, what is my camera doing? Hi, hello, yes. Yeah, I did end up selling. I used to have like maybe 30 Funkos, and I did end up selling them on eBay like years ago. And it's kind of crazy what those things can sell for sometimes. I did used to have an Attack on Titan Armin Funko Pop, and bought him for like 15 bucks originally. Ended up selling him for like 200 because at that specific time they weren't making any Armin Funko Pops and people just gobble those things up. So yeah, let's see. We got, well, first one I have here is Katya from RuPaul's Drag Race. Love her. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I mean, it's kind of satisfying, right? I just love. Oh yeah, I love that I'm inhaling this. But if you don't know Katya, then you probably don't know anything about RuPaul's Drag Race. She's probably one of the most famous queens to come off that show. The other one being Trixie. They're like a duo, and they basically just do like comedy. They just yap with each other and they're just goofy. But oh my goodness. And then this specific look, I'm pretty sure it was her first ever look on Drag Race when they all walk in the first episode. But yeah, she has like the little Russian, I don't know what it's called. Oh, what is it? Something in sickle. I don't know. That's like her whole drag persona is this Russian lady. And as far as I'm aware, she's not actually Russian, but she taught herself to speak Russian, and yeah. Ooh, and the base is really dusty too. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so excited for my lungs. Oh my goodness. Holy. Well, I think, yeah, the full name is Katerina Petrovna Samolchikova. Yep. And I think, yeah, her original season was season 7 of just regular, the American version of RuPaul. That was, yeah, Violet Chachki's season. And then she returned once more for All Stars 2, where she made it to the top 4. It was top 4. Because it was Alaska, Katya, Detox, and Roxy. Admittedly, I have not watched many of the newer seasons of Drag Race. I think I've seen like the OG season 1, all the way up until like season 13 or 14, and All Stars, maybe All Stars 1 through 4, probably. I've heard really good things about Drag Race Thailand as well. And now it's like they have their own version for every country, which is wild. I could never keep up anymore. Yeah, Canada, UK, France, Thailand. Oh, I'm missing like 10 more. But yeah, she's very cute. She's got a tiny bit of glitter on her boobs. I used to have the sparkly RuPaul as well. Never had Trixie though. Never had Trixie. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, way, way, way better. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like so out of it today. I am sleep deprived as per usual, but I got a haircut, so that's something, right? Just a little trim, just a little shave and a little trim. But yeah, I feel naked because I don't have anything on my face, no foundation. I usually wear just the tiniest bit, just like T-zone kind of area and like whatever pimples I have. But I just showered because I went to the gym today because I was productive. All right. And this one is Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, the anime. And oh yeah. In his oh man, what is it called? Kakugan, when he's like a centipede. I did not love the anime at all, but the manga is literally the best manga ever. And it's not like painfully long like some manga is. It's pretty manageable for someone like me. I can't, if it's like hundreds of volumes, I can't. But I think it has like maybe 40, 50 volumes, something like that. But yeah, I think this is the coolest Kaneki figure that I've seen anyways. I've only ever seen the other one where it's just like his normal like eye patch and he just like, yeah, looks pretty normal, but this is like his full transformation centipede vibe. Wow, I just cut my fingernails, so it's like, But I did like the anime a lot more when I was younger, and like I watched it for the first time. But I tried to rewatch it not too long ago, and I was like, what the heck is this? This is stupid. Sorry if you love the anime, but the manga, you cannot go from reading the manga to watching the anime, especially that anime. After the first season, it is a train wreck. They literally have Kaneki basically become a whole other personality. Like, literally what he does in the anime is the exact opposite of what he does in the manga, and it's like, why? Like, why would you join up with the people that tortured you and tried to kill you. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Oh man, wow, super dusty. His little black fingernails. And no, it's not because he's emo and he painted them black. I think the actual reason was because when he was getting tortured and Jason would keep ripping off his fingernails, and then they eventually, like when they grow back, it's just like black because they're like all dead or something. And same with the hair, it was just from like extreme stress and it turned white. Of course, in the anime, it's so goofy because they have his hair turn white like from one scene to the next. It's just like whoosh, just like boom, now his hair is white. Just had a quick dye job while he was getting his fingernails and toenails ripped off and having a centipede put in his ear and crawl through his brain. That's, yep, for sure. Yeah, the colors are really cool too, the purple and the red. Love that. All right. And another anime character from Attack on Titan, we have Mikasa. And she even has that scar on her cheek and everything. It's really cute. She's also very dusty. Oh. Attack on Titan is literally, has to be one of the greatest animes of all time. Even my mom, I got my mom hella into anime as a teenager, and she loved this one too. It's like an anime that anybody could watch. And I used to have a black cat. I was like, wait, can she be removed? No. She's, yeah, it like attaches to her, the stand, which I like a lot better because, like Katya, for instance, over time, it's like their feet just kind of don't really sit flat on the stand anymore. And I've had a couple that I ended up getting rid of because it just, they wouldn't stand up anymore. And it's like, what? Can she move her? I'm not gonna screw with that. But yeah, I used to have a black cat named Mikasa. My baby. But yeah, she's passed now, but I have my Mikasa figurine right next to Mikasa's ashes on my shelf right over here. And her little clay paw print too. And then she has her scarf on from Eren. And the sun is right in my... I waited a minute and the sun is slowly making its way across the sky, so it's not as obnoxious. Let's see, next we have Marilyn Manson. Yeah, my only Funko Pop that isn't a drag queen or anime character. But I actually saw him not too long ago. He played at this, it's like a theater, theater kind of venue, like right down the street from where I live, so that was pretty convenient. And yeah, he put on a pretty good show. Because I know he went through that rough period. That was more so like in the 2010s, where he was just not doing too hot, like all the drugs and alcohol and everything. But he is since sober for the past like 2 or 3 years, and wow, a complete 180. Like, he lost a bunch of weight, and he honestly looks like 15 years younger. Like, he went from looking 65 to looking like 40 again. So and then this look was from the Fight Song music video. Yeah, where it was like the football field, and I remember an interview of him saying that his one moral is that he doesn't like sports. If you go back and watch some of his old interviews back when he was younger, they're so funny. They're so funny. And when he was on Howard Stern with Ozzy, iconic. Yeah, R.I.P. Ozzy. Oh, I wish I had an Ozzy Funko Pop. I don't really be buying these anymore, though. And his is, yeah, normal stand. He's got his microphone, and, yep. I gotta clean the booty. Man's used to have his ass out 24/7. He'd just basically be naked on stage all the time. He's the reason I got into color contacts, especially when I was younger. Although I've never owned white ones, like how he always has in his one eye. Marilyn Manson's interview when he debated Bill O'Reilly. That was so freaking good. Oh, yeah, he moves a little bit. Yeah. And Columbine too. Because y'all remember when you know, like around the time of like I wasn't hardly even alive for that. I wasn't alive for that. That was 1999. But Marilyn Manson was one of the musicians that the media was like, he's what causes school shootings and blah blah blah. It was like him, Ozzy, KMFDM, bands like that. Pretty much all the 90s rock or metal bands were blamed. And in an interview about Columbine, I always remember him saying that, like, the guy asked him, like, what would you have said to the Columbine kids, you know? And he said, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have listened, and that's what nobody did. I think that's a really, really good take on that. I'm not gonna get into that, but what are Funko Pops filled with? Because some of them, like when you shake it, it's like little like rocks or something. I don't know. he's another one, unfortunately, that has a hard time standing up. So usually I kind of have him leaned against something. It's because like his microphone, it's supposed to like stick down too, but it doesn't. It doesn't really support him at all, so yeah. We got two more, two. I know my numbers. Okay. I guess I kind of have like a couple controversial people. The other one being Sharon Needles. Yeah, she definitely fell off and has had a million controversies, and I mean, it's unfortunate she's not really a good person, but I just appreciate her for what she stood for back in the day when she was the winner of season 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and she was like the first goth queen to be on just like a reality TV show. It was before like the Boulet Brothers Dracula and any other, even like the tiniest bit like of an emo queen. That wasn't really a thing. All drag queens were just like pretty for the most part, as we knew it, like publicly, I guess, on that big of a platform anyways. Not like, it's not like she wasn't, wow, words. I can't speak today. It's not like she was the first ever goth drag queen. I'm sure there was a million more before her, but the first to make it more mainstream, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But I think this is so cute. As a person that loves Halloween and all this kind of stuff, she has her little pumpkin, and this was her entrance look as well, just like the other one for Katya. That was her entrance look. I believe this was Sharon Needles' entrance look into season 4. Although I don't remember her holding like a pumpkin thing, but and they even have her tattoos as well. And I don't think the tattoos are accurate to what she actually has. Maybe a couple of them are. Yeah, no. It's hard to tell. They're really tiny. Wow, the looks used to be so simple for Drag Race. They'd just be like putting on one dress. But it was so much more like raw and real back then too, though. Because now it's like they all have a buttload of money pretty much, and they're all just really like expensive high fashion looks, and most of them don't even like sew their own clothes anymore. I'm sure a lot still do, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying for the most part. Not that I watch the new seasons anymore, but yeah, super cute. And last but not least, another Tokyo Ghoul character. We have Uta with his shaved side and his little piercings, his tattoos, and his little measuring tape, because in Tokyo Ghoul he was the mask maker, so all the ghouls have to protect their identities somehow, and he's the one that makes all the masks for them. So when they're out and about being ghouls and doing ghoul things, they're hiding their face. Sorry, the stand just like fell from under him. His ponytail. He's just like squatted down. He's got his little slippers on. These tattoos are pretty accurate. I know somewhere, it might be the neck tattoo, I think it is, where the meaning of it is, I can't live with you. I can't live with you, nor can I live without you. Something along those lines. Something that sounds a little bit more poetic. Obviously referencing, because they have to eat humans to survive, and the humans are the ones trying to kill them, but the ghouls, no matter what, still need the humans so they can eat and live. So, yeah. He's got his little ear piercings too. I love how red his eyes are, because he's like the most like authentically goth, edgy character in Tokyo Ghoul, and he doesn't really give a fuck. Like, he just has his, like, they're probably like red contacts or something in, or no, he just keeps them with his Kagane or whatever, keeps them red all the time. But the other ones don't do that. Wow. Yeah, actually, like, looking at these and talking about them, I'm like, damn, I low-key want more, but I don't need that. I don't need that. But yeah, that's all that I have, right? Double check, yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Um, wow, there is dust all up in my lungs now. That's okay. These guys needed to be cleaned. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all